It's the Cable
Yeah, so I have Broadside Bombardiers as like way higher than any other card in this pack by a lot. But I'm in the mood to sneak attack some Fuels, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that instead. That's all right. You don't always have to take the best card if you're in the mood to do something. Oh, into fourth, huh? Into fourth. Yeah, Bombardiers in fourth, I think, are, yeah. Two of the S tier for sure. Naya, sneak attack? Maybe. Hasty creatures only? Yeah. I have not bluff. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of bourbon. Been that kind of a week. Been a bourbon week. What's my bourbon of choice? Well, it's not the one that I just poured, but I've been really enjoying this this Driftless Glen port barrel finished bourbon lately. I'm gonna grab those birds, and it's gonna ramp me into my big expensive things. That's what that bird's gonna do. Little delighted halfling action, maybe. There's some dualies here too, but the dualies should come back. You wonder what they do with the port barrel after they age bourbon in it? Probably age more bourbon. Wine barrels are designed to last a very long time. Whereas if you had whiskey barrels, you would like, depending on how long you were going to age them, you wouldn't get nearly as many batches out of them. Hungarian white oak barrels? I don't know. I don't. Anything I know about barrels, I learned when I toured this distillery like a week ago, so. That's where my knowledge starts and ends. You thought I was a barrel expert? Yeah. Well, with this kick of a belly, I could see that. I guess I want Curator for the sideboard. I'm thinking about Thundering Falls, maybe. Maybe we get a blue splash later, huh? Maybe we want to splash a Time Walker or Recall or something. Maybe Worldly Tutor is interesting with Sneak here. Once they're done with the barrels, they can be used for ferment hot sauce. Oh, very cool. Interesting, Bolas. Are they tasty? Don't leave us hanging here. Yeah, I believe it's Sir Nimlim. Huh. Not really what we're looking for. I'm supposed to throw Nadu in here. The Lumberjack's good. It's not really like a first pick good, right? Like, you kind of expect the Lumberjack to come back to the one person drafting the red-green cards. Just in case. Not really sure what to do with this bag. The old vault action. There's a World Spine Worm. Or is the Through the Breach more important? Why Ancient Tomb instead of Gaia's Cradle? Gaia's Cradle's been really bad for me lately. The cube's very hostile to creatures. A lot of people can just clear them, and then your Cradle is worse than a basic. And if you look at my curve currently, there's not like a shitload of early game creatures here. We have 2 Mana Dorks. And then if you took that Cradle, you'd have to really build towards it. And we don't want to build towards it. We want to build towards the Sneak Attack and the Through the Breach. We just want enough Mana Dorks to ramp us into those effects so that they can happen early enough to win the game. We don't want to be dependent on them. I'm going to grab this fucking Italia. That's what I'm going to do. Do I want Woodfall Primus as well? The green sun's pretty good with Nadu. I think there's a good chance we're ditching Nadu now that the sneak plan is coming together. I like the Bone Crusher as well. Wow. A little Force of Vig for the sideboard. Oh no, let's get Palantir in here, huh? That's an excellent looking Palantir deck. Where your opponent's like terrified to mill you ever. Practice joins up. Oh, to draft my to draft that standard deck. The riffs in this track are really hitting the spot too. Not a ripping guitar solo. Hell yeah. Hot diggity, get over here, Emrakul. There's the Lumberjack. When Palantir was first printed, I tried it out in Modern in like a Through the Breach Emrakul style deck. And it was cute and like borderline good enough. But then my first opponent that played a One Ring and just bricked the Palantir trigger, I was just like, all right, no, I can't play this fucking card. But now the One Ring's banned. I wonder if I should revisit that idea. This is a great pack for Sneak. It was. It really was. We just need some dualies, huh? Give me a Taiga up in this. I'm gonna throw this in here. I haven't like really seen it pop off yet, but this does seem to be the spot for it, huh? If any of the Final Fantasy cards performed well, I like the 5-drop that spits out 1/2s. The 4-mana Disenchant Critter's fine. Vivi's alright. Obviously doesn't fit everything. I guess I'll draft the channel. We have the Worldly Tutor to find the Emrakul, so it's kind of like, consistency-wise, it's sort of like we're playing a deck with 2 Emmys. Yeah, my favorite Cube editions this last run-around were not Final Fantasy cards. I really liked the 03 that draws cards when it comes into play. And I like the 2-drop that taps to draw planes out of your deck. So the Sacred Foundry would be awesome. I think what I need is Fable, though. It kind of does everything we need. Red is so hard up for quality filtering, and Fable just does it all. Also, even if the Sacred Foundry doesn't wheel, like, we'll probably get that Portico back, huh? We'll be just fine. Jinx? You can't jinx me. Yeah, I suppose we can play a removal spell. Probably alright. Oh, you're counting Plagon? Yeah, so this Talisman of Conviction helps with the curve and is fixing. But the Temple Garden is searchable with the Eagles. I think that's a little bit better. Hey, Ectomaniac, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime. Ecto says, oh, daddy. Hope your day's going well. Hey, thanks, Ectomaniac. Well, a little Flooded Strain action here, maybe. Relic's solid. Little Copperline George here. Spite pick the Caracas and put in the sideboard. Oh, we'd play a Caracas if we had it. What we need more than a Caracas, though, is fixing. So that's what I've been drafting. You thought I was going to take the Blightsteel? The issue with Blightsteel is that, like, a lot of times you channel into it and it's not good enough. Now you're at a super low life. Your opponent can block it for a turn and then kill you on the crackback. I think we're also doing, like, pretty solid in terms of sneak targets. You could, like, maybe play one more if you had a really good one. Ooh, Rumble. Hey, Commercial District. Love it. Have I tried Behemoth with Channel yet? I think I had them in the same deck once. I've played Behemoth. I thought he was underwhelming for a 9-drop. I'm gonna grab that Genercent. That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, the Sacred Foundry came back. I think I want it. I think that just, like, gives me all the duels I need. Nice. Pretty excited about that Talisman Wheel. Looks reasonable. I don't think I need the basic planes. This is like 11 green sources. 11 red sources. 7 white. 7 white for a single 4th splash. Let's play one more forest here. We need double green early, and the we want to play our dorks early, and Lumberjack really craves extra forests to sack. Is 3 enough? Opponent's going to think that I kept a reasonable opening. Oh, they could have blocked. Take 2 less damage. I should have Nature's Lord instead of playing the Chalice. Kind of like cut myself off green here. Oh, I win. Nice to see Yuna's decision performing, Yeah, that hand, our opener was all mana, right? I was all mana. I was like, well, I hope we draw something good. First draw, step 4th. I'm just like, all right, let's go. Let's jam. That's what we're here for. Let's give it a spin. What magic card out of all of the magic cards do you think is the most fuckable 15 mana Eldrazi with Annihilator 6? Do you have an opinion on that one, chat? Her noodly appendage. The beast with a billion backs. Got me. Yeah, there's something where you can like pass the turn and through the breach on their end of turn to try and get them to use counter magic on their turn, then you'll untap and slam the snake. I was thinking there's like a good chance they just activate the curtains. If they do that, then like the line doesn't work because they take the through the breach and now you've time walked yourself. And the 4th like got out the counter pretty easily. You do like spaghetti? Nice. Yeah, I'm getting an animated Emrakul emote where I'm just having her like Zoidberg through the fucking screen, tentacles flailing everywhere. I think it'll be sweet. What would I take if that was them? Probably the Emrakul. It's one of those, would you rather have 2 less permanents or 6 less permanents sort of deals? God, Sneak Attack's such a sick fucking card. Brutally fast little match there. Another one of them all mana hands. Hands like this are really good because if the opponent plays a discard spell, all the good cards are in your library. Safely. Next turn, we're going to Ancient Tomb into Talisman into Nature's Lore. Be pretty well set up. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if they oath for that. Someone in Twitch chat called Ripping the Fourth. Probably going to sit on it for a while. Actual mirror in the second round, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I mean, fourth does 10 them. Depending on what the oath hits, that might just get cleared. I think it makes sense to wait and play out the Primus, though, huh? Just wait one more turn. Nothing? Yeah, nothing? You're not gonna like this, then. Literally starting for 20 here. Think about Wasteland. Think about Unexpectedly Absent. Yeah, these cards are good, but they take double white. It's a little rough. Could just slow down a little bit and get some white sources in. Oh, I start to not have creatures to sack to Yuna's Decision. Doesn't seem like a good Eureka deck. Not a good Eureka matchup. As exciting as it is to turn 2 Fable, I don't think we're going to do that here. I think we're going to just Nature's Lore. And set up the turn 3 Through the Breach. The hit Through the Breach Emrakul. Amazing. All right, well, I guess I'll Palantir then. I'm going to bottom. You can do what you like, opponent. 15. Oh, I just took 4. Damn. Hey, sweetie. Thank you. Opponent ramping, sure. I guess I get Temple Garden here. Thank you. Can't have burger without ketchup. It's a well-seasoned burger, so I was going to make do, but this is way better. Spicy ketchup, organic and unsweetened. Keto, paleo, Whole30 approved. No stevia or cane sugar. Some real healthy nonsense. Bet they're glad they milled there, huh? You just got a sick turn 2 Doomsday win. Very cool. Use a Black Lotus or Dark Ritual. That is bad for me. I like how my draw went from like I was repping like a turn 3 through the Breach Emmy, and now I'm sitting here like staring down my own Vaultborn Tyrant and such. Casting the Generous Scent isn't bad, but I think I should loot these both away. Perfect. I think this channel is not going to be amazing. Really hoping they missed the Emrakul here. Because I would shuffle the library and I wouldn't get to draw Minsc and Boo next turn. Nope, there's the Emrakul. Well, we still have this Pyroglyph, even though it won't be very large. And maybe we can draw a white source for this 4th, huh? Perfect. That worked out. Wonder what they're jamming key for. I wonder what their name means, Master of Q. Reminds me of like Q off of Star Trek. Nonsense from when you were a kid. Yeah, I have a username that I used for a long time because it sounded like slightly dirty. So one of the substitute teachers laughed when she saw the username, and so I just like used it for another 10 years because I liked the thought of her laughing. Shamestron is pre when they knew what Magic was. Not a fan of Tron decks, sure. Is it from the Tron film? You thought Tron was a decent movie? I enjoyed it. I'm a fan of that Jeff Bridges guy. I saw an interview with him and like a round table of a bunch of other actors, and they started talking about video games. And he was like, "I got sucked into a video game once," and they were like, "Oh yeah, which one?" He's like, "Tron," and they did not give him the reception that joke deserved. The old second main phase sneak attack. But it's coming down under some counters. The Vivi cometh. Alright, Emrakul. That would be a good time, Emrakul. So the surveil land is red-green. Interesting that they're not using Ghost Vacuum aggressively here. Gross. Well, that wasn't the worst. And they're hellbent. You missed that line? What line? Seems like they have the artifacts for Force of Vigor. I don't know if I want it, though. I feel like the burn is probably better. I guess Pyrogoyf wasn't amazing there. Oh, just using the sneak? Sure. Obviously, there's a lot wrong with this hand, but I do think Palantir is really good in the deck. We don't have red, but we're on the draw. We have two cheat effects if they have a counter for me. Some folks enjoying the new emotes. Makes a streamer's heart happy. What's artist is this song? This is Big Fat Meanies. Meet Me at the Downbeat by them was one of the very last cuts from the wedding playlist. They have a few bangers for sure. So this Eagles does not have a land to grab, actually. Very excited to throw the breach in Eagles next turn. Opponent's deck's confusing you. I mean, I think this draw is all intuitive. Artifacts and such. Like, I almost brought that Force of Vigor in. If I'd seen Urza's Saga, I think I would have. You don't think a marriage of Vivi with artifacts would work so well? Huh? Why not? They'll all trigger the Vivi. And then if a lot of your artifacts also cantrip, right?